What is going on, guys, and welcome to CSS tutorial. And in this video we're going to start looking at how we can actually transform our text. So again, we have the external style sheet, which is main CSS. However, we also learned that we can actually work with the quick edits over here, and we can go directly to main CSS. So I'm just going to delete right now this ID. We don't need that. And I'm also going to delete these styles that we have over here. We don't need them for now either. So let's go back to index.html and let me just start showing you what we can do first of all with a text. So the first thing that we can do, obviously with the text, which actually we have done already a couple of times with examples, because it's pretty impossible to show any kind of example by already covering something. So the first thing that I would want to do is I would want to select all the paragraphs, and I would want to say that I would want to change the color of the actual font, right? So if I want to change the color of the font, I would need to write over here I don't know, something that I picked over here. And obviously we remember that if we wanted to do a more thorough color, we would click over here, or we go back to main CSS and quick edit. And now you can see that I have this option where I can just basically change to whatever color I want, right? So what I'm going to do over here, I'm just going to zoom it in a little bit so we can see how it's changing. But over here, I could just select blue or yellow or red, and change the opacity of how transparent they are. So that's pretty basic. We already covered it. So I'm just going to leave it back to red. I'm just going to write red over here. So now our text is red. And the next thing that I would want to show you is the actual text decoration, right? So we go over here with H1 with a different one. And again, we click quick edit. And again, we're creating a new rule right away in main CSS. And now over here, I write text decoration. And here I have a couple of options. I have on the overline, let's say. You can see the line is over. And if I would wanted to, I could write a underline, which the line is running underneath. And I would also have a option of text decoration none. Now, mostly when we use text decoration none, is you can see over here by default link, when we are creating a link, it actually has this line over here. And most of the time what we do over here is we go here and create a new rule, and we say, you know what, we don't want that text decoration. So we write text decoration none, and you can see how our link doesn't have any more this type of underline. Now the next thing that I want to show you is how to actually deal with a text align property. So let's go back over here. I'm just going to save these ones for now, and let's say over here that I would want to again quick edit, and you can see that it opens up already the rule that I have, so I can just add whatever I would want over here. So over here I would write text align, and text align, the options again, we have center, we have justify, left and right. So again, we just create left. You can see that it should be moving left right now. So let's save and refresh. Бля, ну кассира, ну. What is going on, guys, and welcome to CSS tutorial. And in this video we're going to talk about how we can decorate text and what are the options, how we can style actually text. And the last video we learned that we have the external style sheet over here, main CSS. I deleted it, so it's completely empty. However, we learned that we can actually use this quick edit, and we can actually, with this quick edit, it's much more faster. We don't need to go to file. We just click quick edit. We create a new rule, and it's creating in our main CSS. And let's say if we would have a couple of style sheets over here, we would be able to choose which CSS file we would want to use. So over here, what I would do is I would actually write color, because that would be something that I would want to change. I would want to change the color of the font. So over here, the property name would be color, and I just go to something like, I don't know, crimson. So you can see how it right away changed. And if I would want to do something with the color, let's say that if I'd want some type of a little bit more a complicated color, I would press over here quick edit, and now I can see what are my options. And basically I can choose whatever that I want, and I can either get an RGB or hex or whatever, but I'm just gonna leave it for now. I'm just gonna go back to good old classic red over here. So now we can see that this is the way how we can actually change the color of the font. So let's go back to index.html and let's do the text decoration property. So again, this time I'm just gonna choose the paragraph over here, and again I'm doing the same thing. Again, I'm just creating a new rule because I don't want to jump back and forth. I'm just creating right here in index.html, and the property name would be text decoration. And again, I would be able to do the overline, underline, and let's say line through, right? So overline I can do over here, so you can see that it's on top. Obviously, if I'm doing underline, it would be opposite. It would be in the bottom. So we go over here, and if we want none, then obviously nothing would be there. Now, where we use none. So let me just get rid of this one because I don't want to keep this. But let's say that we have a link over here, right? And you can see by default it has this little like line underneath, right? What we do again, we create quick edit, and we go over here, we say new rule, and we say the text decoration, and we say none, and this is where we use it. That if we want to get rid of, let's say when we will be creating a menu over here on top, navigation menu, we don't want these underlines, so this is how we get rid of them. So in this case, I don't quit escape, I actually save this by Command S, and you can see that right now my rules are all saved over here. And the next thing that I would want to show you is actually text align, and we'll go back to index over here, and we are working with H1. Now, when I press quick edit, right away you can see that it's dealing with the element that I've selected, the selector, and it already remembers everything that I've done. You can see that I had a property here and a value. So I go down the line and I say, you know what, I want text align, property changed. And we can either have it center, or again, we can have it left over here, or we can have it right over here, and now it's right. Now we also have an option of text align justify. So let's just save this, and that's why I picked this random paragraph about T, because it just it's a little bit easier to see. But with justify, basically what it does is just like a newspaper, both sides are even. So let's again click quick edit over here, and we have text decoration still left. But what we're going to do is we're going to change it to text align, and over here we're going to say that text align is going to be, let's say, justify over here, and you can see how it's stretched. So basically what's happening is that now our document is, you can see that it's on both sides even, right? So there is no left or right. It's pretty much the same like the newspaper would have. This is going to be it on text for now. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.